ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ Namaste, all of you. Welcome back to our continuing study of this great text, Vivekachudamani, composed by the great Adi Shankaracharya, a comprehensive treatise on the Vedic teaching and taught to us generously, lovingly, and dedicatedly by our dear Guru Swami Paramarthananda. A Guru who Ishvara has blessed us with. As a result of our collective punya, a Shrotriya Brahmanishtha Acharya in the form of Swamiji is indeed a very rare event in a spiritual seeker's journey. Especially in a mumukshu's journey, in a jignasu's journey. In a susrushu's journey. A mumukshu is a person who seeks liberation. Moktum ichu. Mumukshu. Jignasu is Nyatum ichu. Person who desires for moksha is a mumukshu. A person who desires knowledge is a jignasu. And shrotum ichu is a person who desires to study the Vedantic scriptures under the guidance of a competent live acharya. So the travel is from being a mumukshu to a jignasu to a susrushu. Swamiji would say this often, wherever the context requires it. It requires an enormous punyam in our dharma banks, in our collective dharma banks, to be blessed with such a guru. Mahapurusha samshraya, says Shankaracharya in the third shloka, third verse that we have studied. Durlabham trayamevaitat devanugraha hetukam mumukshutvam manushyatvam mumukshutvam mahapurusha samshraya. That we have come under the shelter of Swamiji, who belongs to an illustrious Guru Parampara, is a huge blessing that we must count. Count your blessings, said Swamiji in one of his discourses that were recently uploaded on the Yoga Malika website. Pratasmaranam, verses written by Adi Shankaracharya, dripping in Vedanta. In the beginning of that discourse, Swamiji said, count your blessings. So we must count this blessing that we are blessed with by Ishvara's anugraha that results out of our punyam. We must make the max of it in this janma that we are blessed with. Manushyatvam, remember, is also a result of Ishvara's blessing. It is to such a Guru that Shankaracharya says in the third line of this current 8th shloka or verse that we are studying, Santam Mahantam Samupetya Deshikam. Santam Mahantam Samupetya Deshikam. And in the fourth line he says, Tenopadishtartha Samahitatma. Shankaracharya said, we will now pick up the thread from where we left in the last capsule and take our study forward, guided by dear Swamiji. So, we heard from Swamiji that a Shrotriya Brahmanishtha Acharya combines deep understanding of the scriptures, being a Shrotriya, being a student of his Acharya, with claiming Brahman, Brahmanishtha, Shrotriya Brahmanishtha. Deep understanding of the scriptures combined with claiming Brahman as his true nature is what makes him a qualified teacher, a Deshika, which Shankaracharya is referring to in this shloka. While a Brahmanishtha might be considered a mistake, that is, a Kevala Brahmanishtha might be considered a mistake, a Shrotriya Brahmanishtha has the additional ability to guide others, making him a competent teacher. A Shrotriya Brahmanishtha has the additional ability to guide others, making him a competent teacher. Why? Because he has the key. He has the key to open the scriptures in the right manner, with reverence, with proper understanding, because he has come down the sampradaya. He has come down the parampara. So the sampradaya is the key that will help to open the scriptures and give us the right perspective. So it makes him a competent acharya, a competent teacher. Thus, Swamiji says, not all realized souls, not all Brahmanishtas are effective teachers. But, very important, but a qualified teacher must have claimed Brahman to be his real nature and must have the ability to communicate what he is. He is not communicating some physics knowledge or chemistry knowledge. He is communicating what he has claimed himself to be. Guided, of course, by the Guru, by his Guru and by the Shastras. He must have both the he must be a claimant of his Brahmanhood and must have the ability to communicate it. Such a teacher, Shankaracharya says, may you approach. Santam Mahantam Samupetya Deshikam. Therefore, let's continue. We are continuing now. Therefore, Vimuktyai Prayateta Santam. The word Santam means Shrotriya Brahmanishtam Deshikam. And what type of Shrotriya Brahmanishta is he? What type of Shrotriya Brahmanishta is he? This implies that even among Shrotriya Brahmanishta, there looks like there's a gradation in terms of the nature of these Shrotriya Brahmanishtas. What type of Shrotriya Brahmanishta is he? Shankaracharya says Mahantam. Mahantam. One who is a generous Acharya. A generous Acharya. A compassionate Acharya. A generous and compassionate Acharya does not think. He does not think, I've attained liberation, and if you haven't, that's your problem. He doesn't think like that. Instead, such a Mahantam Deshikam thinks, if I have experienced this bliss, if I have experienced this bliss of Brahman, Satchidananda Swarupaha Ahamasmi, the world should experience it too. If I have experienced this bliss, the world should experience this too. In Tamil, it is beautifully expressed through this expression, Yam Petra Inbam Peruga Ivvayyagam. The Anandam, the bliss that I have achieved, or I have got, I have achieved by my hard work. Yam Petra Inbam Peruga Ivvayyagam. May the world receive the same experience or claim this same experience, claim their own natures. Such is the outlook of this Mahantam Deshikam. If I have experienced this bliss, the world should. I will strive for the world to experience it too, is what it implies. Their aim is not just personal freedom, but sharing that freedom with others without any ulterior motives or expectations of any benefit whatsoever. We will continue our study of these interesting portions in the upcoming capsules and take it forward. Hari Om.